Morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 9:14 a.m. Christy, may we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Kelly May Pham,
Callie Mae Pham, public member, present.
Tanya Fairley,
Present.
Megan Ellis,
Present.
Kelly Funk,
Present.
Reese Isbell,
Here.
Yolanda Jimenez.
Present.
I'm sorry, Dr. Yolanda Jimenez.
Thank you.
Sorry. Colette Kavanaugh,
Present.
Tamika Miller is absent. Danielle Munoz,
Present.
Jacob Rostovsky is absent, and Steve Weeks.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Christy. Let's move on to the second item on the agenda, consideration of modified text and amendments. Christy, could you provide?
Kelly May, we're having a little audio difficulty hearing you.
I apologize for that. I will speak louder. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Sorry about that. Okay, let's move on to agenda item number 2. Christy, can you provide us with an overview?
Yes. Okay. So today on our agenda, we have consideration of modified text and adoption of amendments to Title 16, California Code of Regulations with the various sections listed on your memo. This, we have provided background on this regulation package. This is our SB 803 cleanup. That's what we call it. So this is our regulations that we have developed based on that legislation, SB 803. And we've provided the history for this language. This package went to the Office of Administrative Law, and on May 30th, OAL provided comments on the text and the forms. Many of the comments that were provided suggested non-substantive formatting and other technical corrections. The proposed changes are highlighted for ease of reference in the attachment to this memo. The substantial amendment to this package requested by OAL was regarding the applicant and the interpreter consenting to recording on the new application to use an interpreter. OAL recommended that the board make it clear that both parties identified on the application, the applicant and the interpreter, are informed that they must consent to be recorded during the exam. Otherwise, the application to use the interpreter would be denied. So as a result, the consent questions on page 5 and 6 would be revised to include a notice to both the the applicant and the interpreter. And if the applicant and the interpreter do not both check yes in response to the board's request for consent to recording, that this application would be denied. So we have since withdrew this application from the rulemaking process, and we now have you here today. We are recommending that the board review the attached proposed modified text and forms. And if no further changes are recommended, that the board move to make the motion that is recommended below.
Thank you for that, Christy. Do we have any comments or questions from our board members?
This is Steve Weeks. I have a quick question. This has been a long process, to say the least, 3 years. Has the board added anything SB 803 oriented that hasn't even caught up with this yet? Or do we still have things in process that is not part of this and we may have to go through more?
Well, not part of this. We are still working on the pre-apprentice training, which we've developed that course, and we were given that authority in SB 803. That's being handled as a separate package. So this should hopefully be the last time we see this regulation package.
So only the pre-apprentice training?
Correct.
Thank you for that, Christy. Any other board members have questions or comments? Okay, I think I don't see any more in person. I'm looking at your little room overview. I don't see anyone. Okay, and I don't see any hands raised online. All right, if there are no further comments, can I get, are any members ready to make the recommended motion that is detailed on page 6 of our materials today?
Hi, this is Kelly Funk. I move to approve the proposed modified regulatory text and forms therein incorporated by reference as set forth in attachment 1. Direct staff to take all steps necessary to complete the rulemaking process, including preparing modified text for notice of a 15-day public comment period. If after that 15-day comment period, the board does not receive any objections or adverse recommendations specifically directed at the modified text, the notice, or to the procedures followed by the board in proposing or adopting this action, authorize the executive officer to make any non-substantive changes to the proposed regulations and rulemaking file and adopt amendments to Title 16 CCR, Sections 904, 909, 931, 932, 937, 962, and 998, and repeal sections 928, 934, 950.1, 950.2, 950.3, and 950.4 of the proposed regulations as set forth in attachment 1.
Thank you very much, Member Funk. Well put. Do we have a second?
This is Steve Weeks. I second.
Okay, thank you, Member Weeks. Let's move on to public comment. Christy, is there any public comment there in the room with you?
Do we have any public comment in the room on this agenda item? No, we do not.
Thank you. Moderator, can you make public comment available here on WebEx?
Sure. This is the moderator at the direction of the board. Public comment is open for WebEx. You may raise your hand, or if you're an audio only participant, press *3 on your device. All right. And it appears there are no requests for public comment.
Okay, thank you. Let's close public comment and let's move on to and call a vote.
All right, Kelly May Pham,
Yes.
Tanya Fairley,
Yes.
Megan Ellis,
Yes.
Kelly Funk,
Yes.
Reese Isbell,
Yes.
Dr. Yolanda Jimenez,
Yes.
Colette Kavanaugh,
Yes.
Danielle Munoz,
Yes.
and Steve Weeks.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to agenda item number 3, public comment on items not on the agenda. Christy, are there any members of the public in person who would like to make a comment?
There are no members of the public in person.
Moderator, may we open the public comment here on WebEx?
Sure. This is the moderator at the direction of the board. Public comment is open on WebEx. If you'd like to make a comment for items not on the agenda, please use the raise hand icon, or if you're an audio only participant, press *3 on your device. All right, and it appears there are no requests for public comment.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's move on to item number 4 on our agenda, adjournment. Thank you so much for everyone for making the time to handle this very important matter, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.